Mr. Trump ought to know that we should not speak to people from a position of weakness.
12 million illegal immigrants, to send them back, 500,000 a month, is just not possible. They're doing high fives in the Clinton campaign right now when they hear this.
Imagine a Clinton presidency. Our military will continue to deteriorate. Our veterans will not be cared for. And no, Mrs. Clinton, that situation is not exaggerated.
Thank you, Donald, for allowing me to speak at the debate. That's really nice of you. I really appreciate that.
Well, Carly Fiorina and Jeb Bush getting praise from many for having solid debate performances, but now that the debate is over, will the candidates be judged for where they stand on the issues or for a different standard? Fox News legal analyst Peter Johnson Jr. joins me now to discuss all this. Are they held to a different standard, Peter?
They're held to a different standard, and it's being created by the mainstream media and by some of my colleagues who call themselves pundits. It's not about America's Got Talent applause meter.
Right.
It's about experience. It's about dependability. It's about doing rather than appearing. And so I'm not endorsing any of these candidates. I think they're all interesting candidates, and most of them would be effective presidents. But I think we've defined how we choose presidents in a way that we've never defined it before.
How so?
The latest poll number, the latest unscientific poll, the latest focus group, the latest attitude of someone who has an attitude of how he wants a focus group or how she wants a focus group to go. So I think it's being skewed time and time again. And so in this celebrity culture that we're living in this culture where we venerate those who are famous, who are best known, who say the most inflammatory, interesting things, are we losing sight of the issues in this case? And is the media doing a really bad job, the mainstream media, and we've seen it at CNBC and we've seen it at CNN and at other places, in skewing what the real issues are and even deciding who they believe the Republican nominee should be.
Or who is exonerated because they are on the left. When you think about the treatment to Hillary Clinton, right here, Political Magazine, Hillary Clinton's best week yet, U.S. News and World Report, Hillary basks in post-Benghazi hearing bliss.
But you go right to the point. That's exactly the point. You're always so smart on this stuff. The standard now seems to be, how much can you get away with? How much can you evade the slings and arrows of truthful questions? We saw what happened with Hillary Clinton. Lies were exposed with regard to her conduct in the past, in my opinion. But at the same time, the press, including even a couple people on Fox News, said, well, she really evaded that. She was skillful. She was adroit. She made her questioners seem nervous. She got through it for 11 or 12 hours unscathed. That's not the standard in this country. The standard for the presidency of the United States is integrity and dependability and experience and a track record and a predictability about how and when and what he or she will do as the president of the United States. So when you talk in the wiggle words of political consultants and Madison Avenue ad men and women, and you frame everything in the context of how they look, as if this is a reality series starring the Kardashians or the Little Johnstons or this one or that one, then we get it wrong. So I think it's important as the optics are, the realities are even more important. The true reality series is the American pageant. And looking at these presidential candidates in the prisms of who they are, what they've done, what they can do, and will they deliver in the critical times that we are facing going forward in our American future, which I hope is bright, but on some days seems really, really bleak. That's the focus I think we need.
Sure.
Let's have every debate. Let's have every consultant on. Let's pick it apart, but let's pick it apart in a way that's good for the American people going forward.
Thank you, Peter Johnson Jr. You took the bar right here and you just set it back where it should be.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Always.
Good to see you.
Great outlook.
Okay.